At the White House, President Donald Trump signed the funding bill to end the government shutdown, but the funding battle isn't over yet. The bill only funds the Department of Homeland Security till the end of next week. Democrats withheld support to push for ICE reforms in the wake of the Twin Cities operation. They're calling for an end to roving patrols and masked agents, along with stricter use of force policies. Lawmakers have less than 2 weeks now to reach a new deal.
You're being detained. Hey, what's your name, friend?
The Associated Press reports this arrest happened this morning in South Minneapolis. During the interaction, agents drew their guns at people inside a car. As you can see, they are not wearing body cameras. Just yesterday, Secretary Kristi Noem said effective immediately, we are deploying a body camera to every officer in the field in Minneapolis. However, court documents say that could take up to 6 months. In those documents, the St. Paul ICE Field Office Director said they would need at least 180 days to set up software, equipment, and training protocols for around 2,000 agents. President Trump has praised the decision to outfit federal officers with body cameras. It's a move meant to bring more accountability to the operation happening here. In tonight's Good Question, Jeff Wagner explores whether that technology has actually made a difference in law enforcement encounters.
You got your driver's license and insurance for me?
What was once new technology for law enforcement over a decade ago now feels like standard practice.
82% of police departments in the U.S. equip their officers with body cameras. And that number is from 2023, meaning that number could be even higher by now. With so many departments deploying the technology, we wanted to know, do body cameras improve policing? Good question.
It's kind of a game changer in what is expected of us from the public.
Deputy Chief Damon Bitney is with the Bloomington Police Department, which has used body cameras since 2019.
We're able to use our own videos to assist in training our officers. Things that went really well, things that we could improve upon. And so those are the things that I think, when it's used correctly, meaning the tool of body cams or dash cameras, they're invaluable.
Using the recordings to train officers could improve policing, but the main word we often hear with these cameras is accountability.
When people talk about accountability, what they're basically asking, or at least how we interpret it as this, is that, hey, are you trying to hide anything? And our position is we're not.
The little lens can be an objective witness, watching and listening to police interactions to potentially spot misconduct or prevent it by changing an officer's behavior. So have the cameras in that way improved policing? The answer is unclear.
A few years ago, the Department of Justice reviewed 70 studies on body-worn cameras. The analysis found inconsistent or no statistically significant effects from the cameras when it comes to use of force, assaults on officers, arrests, and traffic stops and tickets.
That blanket statement, however, would be unfair to the departments that did see a difference from using body cameras.
Studies done for Boston PD in Massachusetts, Las Vegas PD in Nevada, and Rialto PD in California all cited a drop in citizen complaints and use of force reports once body cameras were adopted. In fact, a University of Chicago analysis found that departments using body cams saw a 10% drop in all use of force encounters. While the results on policing appear mixed, the ability of cameras to gather evidence remains a vital tool.
But I think that's some of the good stuff, is it just shows an overall picture of kind of what happened at an incident or a scene.
With photojournalist Jose Pascual, Jeff Wagner, WCCO News.
A 2021 survey found that more than 100 police departments in Minnesota use body cameras. Burnsville became the first city to do so and adopt the technology in 2010.